The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, some interesting news in the middleweight division, which is very rare because the middleweight division kind of sucks these days. You know, these guys don't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. Golovkin's semi-retired. You know, the middleweight division's been in shambles for quite some time. But we have some interesting news. What will come of it, we don't know, but it was reported a couple days ago that Jaime Munguia has been in fact ordered to fight Sergiy Derevyanchenko, you know, the former three-time world title challenger, to fight. And you know, winner of that fight becomes mandatory for the WBC middleweight title held by one Jermall Charlo, which I think, you know, Derevyanchenko's already lost to Jermall Charlo. Munguia, I think, would probably lose to Jermall Charlo, but I think Munguia would have a chance. Munguia's big, strong, physical kid. We saw Charlo getting lumped up by Montiel, so I can see that fight being problematic for Charlo if Munguia was able to take this fight, win it, and then go fight him. But as far as the situation, the question we got to ask is: will Munguia actually take the Derevyanchenko fight? Will Golden Boy Promotions, will Oscar De La Hoya, will they reach into the purse and find their balls to fight Derevyanchenko? Who knows, man? Look, personally for me, I think he should step up and fight Derevyanchenko because, truthfully, there's no better time to fight Derevyanchenko. He's been through the wars already. He's fought Jacobs, had that war with Golovkin. He got lumped up by Charlo. You know, and he's a good fighter, but if we're being honest about him, he hasn't been able to win the big one. Even though I thought he beat Golovkin pretty soundly, but they didn't give it to him. So if you want to go by what's on paper, because we can't go by what we thought happened. In boxing, with the way the sport plays out, they don't go by what happened on what the fans thought happened. They go with what actually happened on paper, what the judges said, and what the judges said was that he lost to Golovkin, so we have to go with that. I would like to see him fight Munguia because this will let me know a lot about just how good Munguia is. Now, I know Munguia is a good fighter. I know he definitely belongs with the elites of 160. Because he's beating the guys that you got to beat to get to that stage. He's beating like when he fought Toriano Johnson, he showed that he's one of the most explosive offensive fighters in the sport, and he knocked half of his lip off. If you watch that fight, you know what I'm talking about. You know, Toriano Johnson is probably Sergiy Derevyanchenko's best win. So to me, I look at Munguia and Derevyanchenko as damn near on the same level because Derevyanchenko didn't win none of those world title fights, and maybe I'll give Derevyanchenko. I'll say he's better than Munguia because he fought Golovkin and performed very, very well against him. But it's only by a little bit. You know, to me, he should be taking this fight. But I personally don't think he will take the fight. I think Golden Boy Promotions, Roberto Diaz, Oscar De La Hoya, and all parties involved on Golden Boy Promotions, I think they have their hearts set on making the Gabe Rosado fight because Rosado is coming off of a big, big upset knockout win over Bektia Melikuziev. And they immediately started campaigning for that fight right when that happened. And Rosado, you got to give him credit. His last two fights, he's boxed very well against Jacobs. I thought he deserved the decision in that fight. He should have won. And he knocked out Melikuziev with a very crafty, just overhand right. So when you look at Gabe Rosado and what he's doing in his career, he's boxing at a more advanced level. He's boxing at a level he's never boxed at before. And he's earned the fight. But boxing politics has stated that he should fight Derevyanchenko. So, I'm not going to really get mad at either fight. I think the Rosado fight is a great fight, and I think the Derevyanchenko fight is a great fight. But if we're being honest with ourselves, Rosado, he fought Golovkin at 160, but he didn't do nearly as good against Golovkin at 160 as Derevyanchenko did. So when it comes to this middleweight division, Derevyanchenko is definitely at a higher level than Rosado. Maybe not by a lot, but definitely higher than him. And I think for that reason and that reason alone, if Golden Boy Promotions really truthfully wants to know what it is they have, and Jaime Munguia, the Derevyanchenko fight is a fight they need to take. But, I'm not mad at the Rosado fight either. So that's the news, man. The WBC has ordered Munguia to fight Derevyanchenko next. I think it'd be an explosive fight. Two very explosive, compact fighters who always put on entertaining fights. I think that fight could be fight of the year candidate. And the same thing goes for the Rosado fight. So I really think just so long as Jaime Munguia picks one of these opponents, whether it's Rosado or whether it's Derevyanchenko, I think either way, the boxing public, the fans are going to get a good fight. If Golden Boy Promotions pick somebody else, I don't know, somebody that's like not even in the top 10 that nobody's heard of, or some guy from 54, then it's a problem. But if they pick either Derevyanchenko or Rosado, then I see it as a win-win because both of them are really good fights, and they'll both give you more of an answer as to just who the hell Jaime Munguia is in this middleweight division. But that's my take on the whole matter. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. What do you make of the WBC ordering Jaime Munguia versus Sergiy Derevyanchenko? You know, do you like the fight? Do you not like the fight? Let me know all that in the comments down below. Make sure you take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.